Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today is part 2 or day 2 of the KA24DE removal / rebuild. So I think what we're going to start with today is trying to take that exhaust manifold off the side of the engine. I've let the PB blasters soak for quite some time now, so hopefully we can get those all off without breaking any of the studs. Somebody has put this exhaust header on before I bought it, so they shouldn't be too rusted on there, as in comparison to taking off like the stock manifold. That would suck after 25 years. That would be awful. So we have a good chance here. So yeah, we're going to start with taking that exhaust manifold off, and then doing maybe some other stuff here and see how far we get. So let's jump right into it and try and get this manifold off. All the nuts off the studs here. There's 8 of them. They go diagonally across. Luckily we didn't strip any, so I did drop one. You saw me do that, but other than that we're pretty good. So yeah, we got all these taken off, so I think now we can just take this off here. Might be a little more challenging than just pulling it, but we'll have to get this O2 sensor off as well. But the reason why I told you that, these are all 14s for me. They were 14 mil. I just used a socket and a breaker bar, and then a wrench. Some of them, this one wouldn't. My wrench with the ratchet in it was too big to fit between here, so I just did it by hand, and it took me forever, but I got it. So yeah, let's try and get this O2 sensor off next. Alright, so I had this 15/16 wrench with some weird angled head on it. It's not your typical straight, but it fit down in here perfectly. And then from here you just push it. So I got mine broken. You could use an adjustable wrench, but I had the size. So you can see I got mine spinning good. It's attached with a zip tie right here to this, so once I cut the zip tie I should be able to just take this O2 sensor right out. So yeah, we're good to go. We got this off. So very nice. I thought this would be more challenging, so I'm glad it wasn't. Woohoo! Alright, so I went ahead and just pulled the exhaust manifold off. It was very challenging because all the way at the bottom, where there would be a flange that you're supposed to unhook, was the rest of the exhaust. So it was super heavy and ridiculously hard. But I got it. So this was my idea, is if I can push this back far enough, I think when I get these motor mounts out, it'll just come up and, you know, in between here and here. Might just pull it out. Okay, so I got a little carried away and did a bunch of stuff when I forgot to film. But anyway, the next thing I did was I got the power steering reservoir taken off. It's this hose right here, and there's a hose attached to it that goes to this. This bolt is 15/16, so you just loosen that and take the part out here in the middle. Take this out and then put it back in. So I got that done. This is for the air conditioner, I believe. So I'll probably get rid of this stuff over here because I don't use it. This car doesn't have AC. And then what I did next was I came over here and I got my alternator wire taken off. It was right there. I took my throttle cables out after that, which are pretty easy. You just take these two off if you have two. Some of them I do have two, but if you have one, just take those off, easy peasy. Next thing I took off was my starter wire, which is this right here, which is this bolt down here under your heater core hoses. So here's your heater core hoses that we did the other day. The starter bolt is right here. It's hard to see, but it's a 12 and it's right here. So don't forget to take that off. So of our list here, I have everything except for the last two. So we're getting really, really close. So we drained the oil, I removed the fuel lines, I drained the power steering and took it out. I removed the heater core hoses. This was remove alternator and starter wires, which I just showed you that I did. Unhook the exhaust, which we already have. So now all we have to do is unbolt the trans and then loosen the motor mounts, and then we can take this bad boy out. There's some other connections down here, like this. There was one by the oil filter over here. It was on the side of the oil filter. There was a connection there. Some other things to note on the alternator is that there's a ground as well, right here. And there was also like a push-in thing, I'm pretty sure. Another couple things was right above this heater core hose right here. There's this clip. So don't forget to unhook that. This heater core is good. This heater core is good. Here's that. There's another clip right here. So there's a couple connections over here. Just don't forget to take those out. So yeah, other than that, looks like we got almost everything. I don't see anything else attached. Got this out of the way for the all starter. So yeah, all we gotta do is just get down in here now, get this motor mount bolt, and then unhook the trans. So we're rocking and rolling right along. So let's go ahead and do those next. Okay, so here we are underneath on the trans, right there. I've removed the 4 down here. So there was this small one. It went right here, and then this really long one went over here on the side, and then these two that were about the same size went here and here. These two went right here, and then like I said, this small one, don't know why it's small, but it was right here. There's a hole in the back of it, and then this really long one went on the far side over there. So that's what I've found under here, so we can move around the top now and on the other side and remove some more of these trans bolts. Okay, so I've removed another bolt right here. It was, where is it? Right there, under whatever this thing is. I have no idea what that is, but if you're looking at the motor, the manifold, there was a bolt right there. So got that now, so we can get another one next. Okay, so on the same exhaust side, we took out this one up here. There's one right below it, right there. It's this one. And then there's one at the very bottom, which my hand's in the way, but it is right here in front of my fingertip. There's one more right there, at least on this side that I can see. Also to note that the second one down for me is shorter. So when you put these back in, this was the top one, this was the one right below it, and then the bottom one will be whatever it is when it comes out. So top, middle, bottom will go here. I don't know if there probably is a difference, but like I said, this one was slightly shorter. So when you put these back in, top, middle, bottom. Okay, so I got the bottom one. It's the same size as the middle one, so these two are interchangeable. So I got the first two from the top. So the toppest one is way up there, this is the middle one, and this is the bottom one. Obviously the bottom one is easier from the bottom, but like I said, I got this one from up top. I just stuck my hand down through here and got it out, but this one is definitely easier on the bottom. So just a couple more things. I found this clip right here. It was plugged into this, so I unplugged that. There's two grounds right here, so I'm gonna take these off next. This one goes to this, and then this one goes around and somewhere else, but probably can't leave these on to take it out, so I'm gonna do these two next. And I think I have all the trans bolts, I'm not sure. I didn't feel any more, but I'm gonna double check, and then I'm gonna probably do this motor mount down here next. Okay, so I've gone ahead and removed this motor mount bolt. It was a 14, and it might be the most disgusting bolt on this car. It took forever because of all the dirt. My God, I cannot wait to clean this. All this dirt, all this grime, all this everything. It is disgusting. I can't wait to get down in here. Okay, I got this one as well on the other side. It was kind of scary though, because this side's was only on there hand tight, which is kind of terrifying. Well, I guess maybe it's not that bad, but yeah, it's right here, and I literally just spun it off with my hand, so that's always good. Okay, so I'm guessing I got everything. I got the mount over here done, got the mount over there done, I got the transmission bolts and what I think are all of them. So I don't know, I guess we'll hook this bad boy up and try and take it out and see what stays and see what doesn't, and we'll just unhook things as they're still plugged in or as they're not. So yeah, let's I'm a little terrified, a little nervous. I've never done this. Let's try and find a chain and get this bad boy wrapped up. Okay, so I believe I have everything disconnected, so I'm gonna go ahead now and try and make some space to put the crane here. So I'm just gonna move the car back. So what I'm gonna do now is, since the 13s and 14s have these beautiful little tow hooks, I'm gonna use the S13 to pull the red car out just a bit, because my my garage floor is very uneven. You see a crack here, and there's like a lip right there at the end. So I don't think I can't push it by myself. So I'm just gonna use that car to just pull it back, just like 3 or 4 feet. You know, try and get that to like right here maybe, and that way we have, well, maybe even more, just in case, because there's a garage door thing there, so you can't really have the hood up that far. Might even have to take it off. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to shift this back and give that enough space to, you know, kind of go that way. Okay, so I got the 20 fired up. Got the chain here. So all we're just going to do is just give it a little, tug. And yeah, get this thing pulled back a little bit. This is for a dehumidifier. I've been having a leak issue hit this thing, and it's wet inside, so I'm just using that to dry it out. But yeah, so let's get this thing out of here. The only thing I forgot was that the exhaust on this car is not hooked up, so I'm just dragging it out the back. So I'm just having to have to go really slow, but it is working, so let's just keep going. Okay, so I think I have enough space now. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I think that's enough. So, well, I'm just gonna leave this here for now, and yeah, I'm just gonna go with this, and if I run into issues, then I'll just do this again. But I think this is good for now. That was pretty cool, a lot of fun. Get 2 S13s, or get 2 240s, because you can pull one with your other one. Okay, so I've been struggling with this for like an hour. I've been trying to pull this motor, and I realized that there's one more tranny bolt right there. Mine had this black bracket on it, so it was really hard to see because the bracket was bent like this over top of this bolt head, so it was really hard to find it. So yeah, I've been trying to pull this and it wouldn't come out. So hopefully this was the last thing I needed. Just for reference, this is the longest one I've gotten so far. I also have 2 more under the car just laying there, so it might be the same length. But yeah, so forgot about this one. So hopefully this just comes out now. That would be super sick, because I've been, like I said, working on this for like an hour. It's coming out, but it's getting stuck, so hopefully that was it. Okay, so as you saw it violently volt out this way, I think I have gotten it. I was not expecting that. I probably should have put something under that transmission, because I'm pretty sure it fell and went like that. So I'm going to have to jack that up. But I think I got it, which is super sick. Ah, yes. Dude, I'm so excited. So I'm going to just keep working on it and see how this goes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We did it. I did it. I'm insanely proud of myself. I've never done this before. I have no experience doing this. I filmed the whole thing, so hopefully I know how to put it back together. That was really the goal of it, but also to help YouTube too. So this is crazy. I still can't figure out how to get that out, but I'll figure that out later. But look at how gross this is. Look at how nasty. These aren't even red. Look at how much filth is just caked on here. Like, look at this down here. Disgusting. Cannot wait to clean that. So yeah, here we are. Hopefully we can tear this thing down. Take a look at what's going on in here. You know, like I said, I think that head gasket's been bad, so we need to replace it anyway. We can take look at a bunch of other stuff, like if I need a new clutch, or maybe clean up some of these vacuum lines and stuff here. But man, this has actually been quite fun. I know that some people don't like doing this, and I've never done it before, so I was excited for the challenge. You know, I get to clean up some of that. I actually found out that circle thing that was over there was cruise control. Thank you for the people on Facebook. It wasn't for park like I thought. So we can get rid of that. Can maybe get rid of some of this air conditioning stuff, these lines. I'm not sure what this thing is. More AC stuff. We have the condenser here. Or we can get the compressor that goes on here somewhere, and we can just hook AC back up to the car since we have all the pieces. That would be cool. But yeah, anyway, I'll just cut the video here because I'm rambling. We got it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Again, I'm super proud of myself, excited. I feel good. This is nice. It was actually a nice day out, so that was helpful. But yeah, we got it out. So now we can tear it apart, find the problems, hopefully put it back in. I wasn't driving this car anyway. You know, it's winter, so we don't really have a reason to drive it. But so yeah, next video we're gonna start working on tearing this bad boy apart. So thank you all so much for sticking with me. This is Fogel. I hope you guys subscribe down below if you want to see more or what we find out to be the problem. Again, I don't know. I'm just super proud of myself for having little to literally no experience pulling a motor. I've never done it. I didn't have any help from anybody. Did it all by myself. So yeah. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Peace out for now. Again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll take this bad boy apart. So see you guys.